Hello! You haven't seen me in this kind of format in a long time. Today, I'm here to talk about my news show, Small Indie Vtuber News. If for some reason you're here and you haven't heard about this news show at all and have no idea what it is, I'll briefly explain it to you. Small Indie Vtuber News, or SIVN, is a show that was posted twice weekly in short form content and talked about events going on in the small indie VTuber sphere. I'm talking like under 5,000 followers, very, very small VTubers. The kind of people who get very little engagement on their stuff. The purpose of the show is to bring eyes onto those people and try to bring just a little bit more engagement to their stuff. The purpose of this video you're watching now is to go over the changes I'm making to the show and also answer some questions I keep getting very frequently. To start, the changes. I will no longer be posting 2 times a week for the show. The show is now going to have 1 long form video and 1 short posted per week on the same day. That day being Fridays. The way the show is going to operate now is more as a weekly recap. Previously, the way that this worked was I tried to keep up with news and try to post about events happening before they were actually happening. So if you sent me a post and your event was happening on the 11th, I was going to talk about it on the 9th. This turned out to be very challenging. And it worked for a while, and I was able to keep up with it and everything was fine and dandy and good. But then I hit a wall. Burnout is awful. And I don't like going through it. I try to avoid burnout at all costs. So I took a break from the show for a bit. During that break, I took some time to reflect and think about how I could make this show easier on myself. Because not only am I running this show, but I'm also doing my own content stuff on behind the scenes. I've recently joined a VTuber group. I'm trying to manage collabs for that. I still have to make time for in my personal life to spend time with my husband, hang out with my friends. There's just not enough time. And so, something had to give. I've said this before multiple times, but I'll say it here again. Small Indie VTuber News is a one-person show. It's just me. I do everything. I talk to creators, I script, I edit, I go out and source news and artists and things for all of that, all of it. I do it all by myself. And don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I would much rather do it by myself, honestly, because I have a very particular way I like things done, and I hate giving people orders. So it would be even more stressful for me to have somebody work under me to try to help me with this project. Even with all of the stress and the work that comes from doing this show, I absolutely love this show, and I would never stop doing it. At least I would never want to. I've seen the effects that the show has on people, and I've seen how happy it makes people, and I would never want to take that away from anybody. My main hope is that you all can understand where I'm coming from and why I feel the need to make such a big change to the way the show operates. I didn't make this decision, and I didn't choose this path to deter anybody from putting in news or make anybody feel like that I just didn't want to do it anymore. Because that's not true. I want to do it. I just need to find a way to do it that works with my own life. Please understand where I'm coming from. So, to recap, there will no longer be 2 shorts a week for Small Indie VTuber News. There will be 1 long form video and 1 short per week. They will both be posted on the Friday of that week. The short and the long form video are not going to be copy pastes of each other either. The short is going to be kept short, so there won't be that much news in it. The long-form video will contain more news and things that aren't featured in the short. In terms of what time these things are going to be posted, the short will come out first, and then the long-form video will come out later. They'll still both be on the same day, but it'll probably be a couple hours in between each other. I've said it so many times already, I feel, but I hope that you all can understand why I feel the need to make this change. I love this community, and I love being able to have some small part in helping out this community. And I want to continue doing that. I just have to find a way to make it all fit within all of the other stuff that goes on in my life as well. Thank you all so much for supporting this project. I really appreciate it. The support has been absolutely amazing to see, and I've loved seeing so many VTubers receive their flowers and find people who are just genuinely excited about their content and the types of events that they host, and it's just been so great to see the actual impact that the show has on people. I would not change that for the world. Knowing that I had some small part in that means a lot to me. So thank you, genuinely thank you for supporting this project. It means a lot. All right, let's get on to the FAQ, shall we? When I first started this series, I was using Twitter followers as a metric for who got promoted and who didn't. I have stopped doing that. I've stopped doing that for a long time because I realized that that's stupid. At the end of the day, Twitter means exactly nothing when it comes to VTubers and then in the community. Is it a large platform for a lot of people? Yes, but in terms of who actually follows you from Twitter over to your other platforms, it means nothing. You could be a very successful VTuber without Twitter. So I've stopped using Twitter. I see so many people talk to me about like, but I don't have Twitter, but I don't have Twitter. That's fine. You don't have to have Twitter. Even when I was using Twitter followers as a metric, it wasn't just people on Twitter. You know, I've promoted people who don't even have Twitter on the show before. The guideline for small indie VTuber news was never you had to have Twitter. That was never it. I take more time now to go in depth with my searches for people and look at follower counts across all boards, not just Twitter. I look at follower accounts everywhere to make my judgments on if I think that they're a good fit for the show. I'm going to be so real with you guys. 99% of people who send stuff into the news pass through because larger VTubers don't need my stuff and they know they don't need my stuff, so they don't send it in. Instead, what they do is they promo my work because it helps. Cough, cough. Thank you, Alara. Cough, cough. So, in short, I've stopped using Twitter followers as a metric. You don't have to have Twitter. Twitter is stupid, and it really, at the end of the day, means nothing. Next question, or topic, or something, I don't know. I'm a PNG tuber. Can I still be featured? Yes. I will shout this from the rooftops if I have to. PNG tubers are VTubers. Just because you use a PNG instead of a live 2D or a 3D model does not make you any less of a VTuber. Anybody who's telling you that is wrong and mean, and I hope that they get the hot side of the pillow tonight. A PNG tuber is just another medium or format of a VTuber. So yes, if you're a PNG tuber, you can absolutely send your news in. I have promoted so many PNG tubers, and I probably will continue to promote even more in the future. Please send your stuff in. Next up, can you promote my SoundCloud? No, unless you're a VTuber and you just so happen to have a SoundCloud. I cannot begin to tell you how many SoundCloud rappers have sent in their stuff for me to promo. It has been an astronomical amount. I'm not a VTuber. Can I still send stuff into your show? No! I'm not saying this to be mean or to be nitpicky, but the purpose of my show is to shout out small indie VTubers. It doesn't really make sense for me to promote stuff that has nothing to do with VTubers. How do I send in news to the network? Use the website. There's a card website that's linked in the video description of this video and should be linked in every video now going forward, even live streams on YouTube. You can use that website, click the Got News button, and it'll take you to my Monday form. If you do not fill out this form, I won't know about your event, and so I can't promo it. I stopped accepting news requests in DMs a long time ago because it was just too overwhelming to keep up with it all. It is much easier to use the Monday form, so please, please, for the love of God, use the Monday form. When you fill out the form, it adds you directly onto my Monday board, and so I can see exactly who has sent stuff in and all that jazz. Please make sure when filling out the form that you're reading the questions carefully and you're understanding exactly what they're asking for. I've had too many people take the time section and put something random in there when I just need your time. I just need the time. Please tell me what time your events are. Please tell me what time your events are. Can I promo work for my friends? Yes, please do, actually. I love being able to do this kind of work for people because they're genuinely just so surprised when it happens. It's really wholesome to see and so fun. So yes, please promo your friends' work. You don't have to send in your own stuff. You can send in stuff for other people as well. Please, please, please do that. It's so fun to see. I think that's about all of the main questions that I keep getting. If you have any more, please feel free to leave them in the comment section and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. TLDR, you skipped all the way to the end of the video just so I could recap it for you. Small Indie VTuber news will not be posted twice a week anymore. It'll be posted once a week. One short form video, one long form video. The short form video will contain less news than the long form video and come out a couple hours before the long form video. The long form video will contain more news than the short form and will also feature clips and different kinds of things to showcase more of the VTubers as I'm talking about them. I will no longer be covering events as they happen. I will be talking about them in past tense. So if you posted something on a Monday, it's not going to get talked about until that following Friday. To recap the FAQ section, do I have to have Twitter? No, you do not have to have Twitter. I stopped using Twitter followers as a metric a long time ago. I'm a PNG tuber. Can I still send in news? Yes, PNG tubers are VTubers. Will you promote my SoundCloud? No, unless you're a VTuber and you have a SoundCloud. I'm not a VTuber. Can I still use your network? No. I will not promo news if it has nothing to do with a VTuber or if you're not a VTuber yourself. It kind of defeats the purpose of the small indie VTuber news if I just promote like random stuff that has nothing to do with VTubers. Can I send in news for my friend? Yes, absolutely. You can send in news for anybody. It doesn't have to be your own. I think that's everything. I hope it's everything. I hope I got everything. Thank you guys so much for your support on this project. It means more than I could accurately put into words. I'm very illiterate. I don't know how to accurately describe how much your support for this project has meant to me and so many other people. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope that you'll continue to support the project in the future. I think that's everything for me. Okay, I'm leaving now. Goodbye. Check out my Twitch. Also subscribe. Okay, bye.